Politically sharp inequities remain as well, and we cannot move forward until we hold up the light and honestly address this issue. Despite overt violence, over 1,500 black office holders held positions on a local, state, and federal level during the Reconstruction era of the 1870s. During Reconstruction, there were 14 black members of Congress, 2 black U.S. senators. Florida, however, has never elected a black statewide official since Reconstruction. And there were more black United States senators during Reconstruction than now. Often there is a different standard or expectation of African Americans when you hold up the light and take a closer look. In fact, I believe there will always be those who will find an excuse not to support and elect a candidate of color for the presidency. But that should not stop one from striving for higher office. Take, for instance, the candidacy of Senator Barack Obama. Now, whether or not he's the best candidate is not my point for using him metaphorically. He might not be the one we should support, but I do find it curious some of the charges that are leveled against him by whites and blacks alike. He's not black enough. No candidate has ever had to labor under such a ridiculous notion that they weren't white enough. He's so articulate. White candidates are never described as articulate when talking of their attributes. Civil rights icon Andrew Young said that Barack is too young at age 46. Yet Young was an aide to Martin Luther King Jr., who led the Montgomery bus boycott at the tender age of 26 in 1955. But that's not the presidency, you say. Well, John F. Kennedy was 42 when he ran for president, and President Bill Clinton was 46 when he ran for president in 92, the same age that Barack happened to be when he began running for office. Well, he has no foreign policy experience. Historically, most American presidents were governors before achieving the highest office. I don't think that any governor of a state ever developed enough foreign policy experience for the presidency. Abraham Lincoln served one undistinguished term in the House of Representatives before becoming president. Harry Truman had no college degree when he became president. And only one president, Woodrow Wilson, had a PhD. The United States Constitution requires no military, foreign policy experience, or educational requirement. You don't even have to have a GED. I remember political pundit George Will stating flatly that Colin Powell was not qualified to become president when his name was bounced around years before Barack. Because according to Will, before he was appointed Secretary of State, Powell never held political office. I guess George Will forgot about two-term President Dwight Eisenhower in 1952 and 1956. Can you imagine what would be said about Barack if he graduated from Florida A&M instead of Harvard and Columbia?